Hi, I'm John Dobson, and this is how to play the tricky part from Linus and Lucy. I'm going to play it through about half speed, then you're going to see how to do the left hand walking bass line, followed by a very thorough tutorial of the 4 separate parts that I broke down in the right hand. And at the very end of the video, I'll show you how to do the rootless voicings if you're lucky enough to have a bass player to play with you. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. And now for the tutorial. Please learn the left hand walking bass line before you attempt the right, otherwise you're not going to understand the harmony. Thank you. Okay, so it starts on E flat. The actual roots voicing is an E flat 9, but we won't go into that yet. So we're just going to think about it in simple triads for now. Root 3, we move chromatically up. Back to the roots, and then we're going to D flat, goes down to B flat, and that's the end of the first section. So the last note I play, I'm going to start from the last note I played in the section before every time. So it's a B flat, which is the 6th in the D flat 9. Move down to C, root 3, back to D flat. There's a simple chord, E flat now. So we step down chromatically to that B flat. So now we're coming down from the B flat to A flat. So G, which is the 3rd of E flat, which is where we are now. Step up, back to E flat, and onto an F, down to a D flat, chromatically up, now D flat. Now we're moving on to a big chromatic section. So we reach the C. I'm going to stop there. So last bit's very simple. Just go root 5, root, anticipate D flat 5, root 5, root, anticipate D, root 5, root, anticipate E flat. I'm going to put a B, thumb on the B flat to help me get down for the A flat for the next section. Okay, so the solo is, to start off with, very simple. It's just vertical, just using the notes of the chord. So we've got the pickup of 2 E flats. That's the 3rd, obviously. Down to the 5th and back. Now I want to point out that those last 4 notes, he doesn't play them swing, he plays them straight. There's a lot of that in this solo. Okay, then, quite simply, the root to the 3rd to the 7th, which is followed by a D flat major chord. Well, he actually plays D flat 9, but 3, root 5. So the second section starts to get a lot more interesting. First of all, we've got this chromatic bluesy sort of passage here. So I hope you can see that I'll go from the root to the flat 3, chromatically up to the G, back to the C, and flick from the minor third to the third. Then we kind of anticipate the D flat chord coming up in the next bar with this F, C, A flat, D flat, B flat, B, jump the octave, G, B flat. It's quite tricky that we've got a triplet here on E flat, so it's just a root and 3 of E flat. So the bar before that is basically pentatonic scale. So, and also we have straight quavers again. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and do that again. Big stretch there. Triplet, E. So that's the end of the second section. The third section, what's happening now is Vince is using top harmony. He's got a B flat, and as he plays, you've got this triplet. It's not quite a triplet, it's more like a grace note, if you like. So we're going F, F sharp, G, and then play the G with the B flat and the F, and do that. The thing we did a minute ago, triplet. Swing quavers, that is the root and 7th of the E flat 9. But then we're moving on to D flat 9 via this B flat. It's going to get a sort of pentatonic idea. And then that again is straight. 1 and 2 and triplet. Okay, and now probably technically the most difficult bit, which is just this D flat major triad in triplets. And then you've got another, again, chromatically going from the E to the G. And we moved on to the C9 bar, which is the very last chromatic bit in the harmony at the end. So the very last bit, we're using a technique known as anticipation, where you're anticipating the bar coming up. So E flat to E, so we're on C, but that A flat at the end of the bar there anticipates the D flat coming up, and then we're anticipating the D, 3 quavers early. Stay on D, but now we anticipate the E flat coming up in the final bit. So what happens if you're lucky enough to have a bass player and you're not in a solo piano situation and you want to play Vince's rootless sort of chord stabs in the left hand? Well, I'll go through one for each chord. So you start with E flat. So you got the 3rd there, your flat 7, and your 9. He plays the 9th, E flat 9. So that'll be for your E flat 9 chords. And then you're coming down a tone for your D flat 9 chords. And then you come down a semitone, obviously, for your C9, which only leaves us with 2 more. So the very end of it, you've got C9, semitone for the D flat 9, semitone for the D9, and then a semitone again for E flat 9, which you've already done. So you play those random stabs on swing, offbeat quavers, or as you feel free to do so.